From Imagineers using human bones on projects to foolish mortals doing foolish things, Disney parks are host to plenty of ghosts. Discover the real stories of spirits and souls trapped in the happiest place on earth today on Cool Stuff, Strange Things. Now, I'm not talking Zero or the Haunted Mansion's Hitchhikers. This is Ripley's, and when we say real, we mean real. That's not to say there aren't plenty of ghost stories that have made themselves part of Disney lore, but we are here to uncover what we know to be true. The truth is stranger than fiction, after all. Let's take it back to 1967 when Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean ride first opened. Disney Imagineers creating the ride thought the prop skeletons used were not realistic enough for riders to suspend disbelief. Instead of taking an airbrush and some sandpaper to those scallywag skeletons, they opted for real ones instead. Yes, human remains were sourced from UCLA's medical school and placed inside the ride. Eventually, as prop shop technology improved, a new generation of Imagineers replaced the real with replica. A former Disney producer even insists that the human remains were returned to their countries of origin and given proper burials. But many believe some remains remain, pointing to the skull and crossbones adorning the headboard at the beginning of the ride. Disney's Haunted Mansion has long advertised itself as home to 999 happy haunts with room for one more. But some guests take that way too seriously. The urban legend that some people have scattered the ashes of their loved ones at Disney parks is actually much truer than we think, and it happens so often that the employees have a specific code for it. HEPA cleanup. Yes, the employees have to call it this in order to maintain the smiley status quo of the park, just like they use the phrases Code U and Code V to refer to urine and vomit cleanups, respectively. However, while most guests might expect the latter two issues to occur at the park, many have no idea the sheer volume of human ashes lurking around Disney. The Wall Street Journal recently blew the lid off the story by talking to former custodians of both parks, as well as people who claim to have spread ashes of loved ones at Disney World or Disneyland. One woman said she stashed her mother's ashes in a pill bottle, while others explained it was extremely easy to sneak human remains through the bag check line in camera cases, compacts, or other unassuming containers. Employees have said this happens at least once a month, which is a much higher rate than once believed. Apparently, some of the most popular locations to scatter ashes are among the bushes and flowers, on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, in the pond beneath Dumbo, and by far, on the Haunted Mansion. The Journal claims that custodians at Disney parks know what human ashes look like and can easily spot them. Finally, the term HEPA cleanup refers to the type of attachment used for sucking up the ashes into a vacuum. The HEPA attachment focuses on ultrafine particles, like ashes, and then the remains are transferred to the trash. Exactly how many human ashes remain at Disney parks today? It's impossible to ever know. If Disney perpetuates a tale, does that make it true? It is said that Walt himself haunts his former apartment right above the firehouse on Main Street. For that very reason, or as a tribute, the light is always kept on in the apartment's front window. Apparently, one night a cast member came in to dust and turned off the lights when she left. However, when she came back, the light had turned on again. The light in the window has reportedly been left on ever since. Walt Disney created a theme park like no other. Who wouldn't want to spend eternity there? I'm Sabrina Seek, and I'll be back next week with more cool stuff and strange things.